Hi, or the preacher, or the PowerPoint maker for the preacher. Thank you for joining us for this video. In this guideline video, I'm going to talk about a couple of key points and to how to make your PowerPoint look more readable and how to make the correct ratio format setting for your photo and make your slides look more professional make. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, the first point is I think it's kind of important is when you set up in your PowerPoint, you have to make that to be a certain format. The format I'm referring is the ratio, the modern ratio of YouTube and modern ratio of most of the screen as 16:9. So you can see in here. Sorry for whoever made this PowerPoint. Just take it out as for example yeah. So this PowerPoint is made by 16 by is made with the ratio 4:3. So when you show it on your screen, like no matter on church screen or on YouTube screen, and you will see that as you can see, you have those two black screen, which mean that you not utilize the screen well. So you can fit less thing in there and you make less impact to the people. So here is how we change to 16:9. So I suggest you to do that in the beginning before when you're making the your PowerPoint. Okay, so come to here in design, page setup, and on screen change to 16:9 and click. And once you click in here, everything is 16:9 and you click show on the screen. See, you utilize the whole screen, not any blank screen, only dark screen. You're not using it. So that's one point. The second point I want to mention is the font size. And sometimes you ask me what's the definite answer of the size of the font I should use, but I would say I can't give you a definite answer, but roughly for the title it's 32, and for the paragraph or the bullet point it's 22. But put in mind that that's only a guideline because each font has a different size. What I mean is if you use one font, it might look even the same size of the font, it might look one look bigger, one look smaller. Okay, so how would you check it? The way I think we should check it is most of our content now is uploaded on YouTube and people watch on their phone. Okay, so how you will look on your phone, is it the font big enough? Is by shrink the screen size to the most font size. For example, I have a phone like that and I have a 22-inch. If I blow it like that, well, every font will be big enough. But you watch it in the phone, that's how it looked. So I'm using 22-inch. So that's how it look. Probably that's a bit smaller. Yep, that's most likely how it will look on my phone. So is it that font big enough? Yeah, that's definitely big enough. Let's look at some other some other PowerPoint that I just see that one. That's the font. That's the size of the PowerPoint showing on my screen, and I don't think I can read this. Well, I can read it, but it take me it. I need to make some effort to read that. So that's not the correct size. So I would suggest you just make the font, make the picture smaller, that picture is only for decoration or reference to make it look nicer, make the font look bigger. And if it's you make it to readable, but you can't fit into one slide, you can put it into 2 slides. So that's one thing. Okay, so font, I think that's very big part. So for example here, I think, as I said, most of the time the picture is only for relevant. Okay, so you will make the font look bigger first by up the size. See, that's, I can read them, right? Or I can read it without any effort. Okay, that's the second point. The third point that I want to make is, if you want, anytime you want to add a photo and you want to try to keep the photo to ratio, okay? What I'm saying here is, can you see any problem with this photo? I'm blowing it out for you. I even make it full screen for you. Oh, not this. I even want to make it full screen for you. That. Can you see any difference, any problem with this image? What I can see is people look squash, because when you do with the photo, someone either does this, or they either does this to make it look fit into the screen. Okay, so when you add a photo, you try to add it with their original ratio. So you do like that in the corner, right? You not squash them, make people look fatter, and you not squash this way and make people look skinnier. Well, either of this, I think, is a bit awkward. So you keep it the ratio, shrink it like that, enlarge like that. Okay, shrink it like that, enlarge like that. And if you don't want certain part of the photo, come into here, format, click here, come into format, crop it instead of shrinking it, right? For example, I only want that photo to fit in half my screen, and I want only the I don't. If you do this, it's not high enough or tall enough to fit in my screen. Okay, so crop it. So you put it here, and you click format and then click crop. Come in here, you see that side, and you crop it up to here, up to here. So I might only want to see half of it. Okay, that's done. Okay, that's showing half of the screen, and you can still add some bullet point in here. So that's one way. So do not shrink it, do not squash it. It might look funny. And another thing I want to point out in the photo is here. So when you do a photo, when you add a photo here, you don't have to leave any frame, I would say, because now people won't look any frame. So do you like how it look like this, or do you wonder how it looks like when you blow up and cover the whole screen? See, it's also come up with, because that photo is bigger than the screen, or different ratio than 16:9, and so I will just keep the wording and forget about, because that's over the edge. And isn't that look better than with a wide little border? So that's what I'm saying. It's, you have to Don't need the tiny things that we want to use all that word and all the image to impact people, right? That's how we should do it. And also, one more thing I want to point out is when you're having like only a paragraph, no title, right? You can actually get rid of that thing because sometimes it's annoying, overshadow. So that's the title and that's the paragraph. So if you don't want that text box, so come in here, click that text box you don't want, click escape and click delete. So that one will be delete the text box that you don't want, only left the one you want. So that's here. Okay, hope this tutorial or guideline video helped you, and yeah, let's make a better PowerPoint for our God. Thank you.